Hello guys, welcome back to the Daily Forex. So if you have been finding it difficult to catch spike on boom and crash, well this video got you covered because I'm going to show you guys, a very easy and powerful strategy that you can use to catch spike on boom and crash. I'm going to share with you guys, this same strategy that I use to catch spike in the video that I'm about to share with you guys right now. Very simple, very easy. So all I need from you is to pay very close attention to everything that I'm about to explain in this video so that you can understand and be able to catch spike by yourself when you're trading. All right, so let's get on with it. We are on crash 500 index right now, and I'm going to share with you how you can catch spike using this easy strategy. Right, so what we'll do right now is go over to the indicator section where I can show you the parameters I use for these indicators. So this is related trend index, MACD, and Ishimoku. So we'll start on relative trend index period 14. You apply to close. Levels you put on 90 and level 10. Style you put on 3 pixels color black with this middle line. You click on done. Alright, then you set it on all time frames. Style on 1 pixel color white with this first trend line here. Alright, then you click on done. So we can see the relative trend index and the levels for the RSI and level 90, level 10. So second is going to be the MACD. You put the parameters for fast EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA 9. You apply to close. The main color you put that on 3 pixel, then you put the color to black. Then you set the signal color to red with this third line. Then you put this first trend line, then you click on done. Perfect. Now we're going to use the Ishimoku. You can see we set it, the Tenkan-sen 1, then the Kunju 2, the Kinju 2, then the Senku 52, right? Just as you can see right here, the Tenkan-sen, you put that on 3 pixel color red. Kinju set that on 3 pixel color red with this first trend line. Same. Then you set the remaining ones to white, which is the background of your screen. Now remember, if you're using the black background, you want to make sure that you set this Kinku, up Kumu, and down Kumu to black. Okay, but anyways, you can set any of them to your choice, the colors, as long as you understand what you are doing. It doesn't matter what color you use as long as you understand what you're doing in the market. All right, so now this is how we are going to do this. We're going to be using the 4th zoom level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're using the 4th zoom level. You zoom out, then you zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we're looking at the MACD here together with the Ishimoku line at this very point. You can see. Okay, now when this Ishimoku and the MACD gets to this level of 90, a spike normally occurs, right? But sometimes it might take a little bit of time. So that's why when you see that the MACD is going towards the upward trend and almost to reach that level, then you go in and place your sell immediately so that you can catch the spike early. Okay, so that you can catch the spike early, because sometimes the spike might come quickly and sometimes the spike might delay. Now what we're doing now, we're not looking for a quick spike, right? We are looking for a spike that can make us profit, not just those little spike that normally comes like this one. So you want to look for that opportunity, that the market is going towards a downward trend, right? That's why you see that immediately I placed a sell at this very point. It took after about 6 candle, the first spike dropped, and that was the first confirmation that I need to know that okay, something is about to happen in this market. The market is going towards a downward trend, and immediately another spike came through below the order block, right? So this is where I placed the order for a sell, and immediately the spike dropped below that point. The signal was correct because price already dropped past my order block and I'm already in profit. So I waited again because I knew that okay, something is about to happen. But I didn't just stay like this. I also checked the higher time frame before this third spike came through for me, and that was a massive profit. Now where I go into this high time frame right now. Let's do a little bit of judgment here. This is how you determine, if more spike is going to come into the market. So you can see that from this point right here, the market sold for a very long period of time, for a certain amount of time, right? And you can see at this point the market will buy. So whenever the market sell, the market will tend to buy to make up, so that exact price range, that same level. The market, once the market buy for a certain amount of time, the market will tend to sell for that same period of time as well. Okay, but you want to also understand the movement of the candles as well. The movement of the candles. Now take a look at this point right now. This market is buying at this very moment. The market would sell. It will sell. It will drop. It will retest in price movement because that's be buying. So you need to drop down a little bit, then buy again for it to break out, right? But it will soon break out. So now we'll go over to the 1 minute time frame at this very point, and we can see that the Ishimoku, the MACD is already at this point, and we'll just confirm now on the higher time frame at this moment that the market have been buying. Now remember, the market have been selling, buying. Take a look at this point. It sold. You need to buy for this same, to this exact. It might not be exact, but within those range, then it will drop in price movement. So the market is going to sell. Now you are looking for a good amount of profit, not just those little profits, those little candlesticks. So you need a huge amount of profit that will be able to give you something like this, right? This is what we're looking for, a spike that is long like this. Okay, so you place your sell and you wait for that spike, and you want to make sure that your account can hold up to that stability, right? And before you enter into the market, before you place any trade, you want to make sure that your account can hold on to each risk you are about to take. All right, so at this very point, let's say you want to risk about 10 to 50 candlesticks on the market. So you do your calculations before you place your sell entry so that you understand how much you are willing to risk on that market. Okay, because right now you are buying, so I think it's a bit more safer for you to catch a spike because you already know what you are losing. You're setting okay, I'm gonna risk 50 candlesticks, so you are already risking 50 candlesticks to catch the spike, right? You are risking 50 candlesticks to catch the spike. So if the spike does not come after 15 candlesticks, then you close your trade and you accept your loss, right? But if the spike come through before the 50 candlesticks, then you are in profit, right? And you do not just, because sometimes the spike might come and it will be little spike, and you won't still be in profit. So after a little spike, we will continue to buy again. But what we're looking for is the spike that will come and pass our order block and make us be in profit, right? So as you can see, this is a perfect example right here. I used to catch the spike. Take a look at this point here. Perfect. So at this moment, I saw that all right, the MACD is going towards this trend line, the upper trend of the level 90 of the RSI. I place my sell entry, and immediately the spike came through. Double spike. So you can see that I told you earlier that the spike might come quickly and it might not come quickly, just as it happened here. All right, it happened here. You can see I placed it before it even gets to this point here. All right, and sometimes it might get to this point here, but the spike, the market will still be buying. Although that place is correct, that is you are 100% sure. All right, you yourself that is taking the trade, your analysis is already correct that okay, spike supposed to come at this moment. It's 90% accuracy, because I won't say 100%, because if I say 100%, that means at each point at that moment spike will always come there. We all are always going to be in the profits, right? But it's not always like that, so it's 90% accurate. You can see it works here. I use it. I call the spike right here. You can see at this other moment here, immediately the spike happened, and at this moment we see that price has gotten to this point here, but market, you can see 2 candles already gone. So you set your risk. So the candles you are willing to risk for a sell, when you place a sell, you're going to be in a loss. So the market is going to be buying, 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 buying. So if you set 50 candles ahead, that is your stop loss. You set 50 candles ahead as your stop loss, and you don't just, as long as it got to that, just stick to your own strategy. As long as it gets to, that 50 candles, then immediately you close your trade and you accept your loss. That's how trading win is, right? You set your stop loss, and you set your take profits. I normally use manual TP because that's what I prefer, because sometimes when I see that, okay, the market is in my favor, I'm in profit, I tend to exit because I don't want to be too greedy on the market. All right, so I hope you understand this strategy that I've shared with you. This strategy works like magic. Okay, you can see we did this on crash 500 index. So even if you go over to boom 500 index right now, boom 500 index, at this point, when you're catching the spike on boom 500 index, using that same level, it's going to be when the Ishimoku and the MACD get to the level of 10, then immediately you place your buy. All right, you place your buy. Take a look at this. You place your buy. Sometimes the Ishimoku will get to the level 10 before the MACD is still accurate like that. Then you place your buy. 90% accuracy. It works perfectly like magic. You can see at this very point here, you place your buy. It spiked, it spiked, it spiked, and you want to make sure that you place that buy entry in a position whereby the chances of the spike coming is really, really high. You can see that if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that the market have been selling for a very long period of time, and if we zoom into this point right now, the market have been selling. So there's no how the market will continue to sell following straight pattern like that without breaking out for a buy. It can't. It's not possible. It has to break out. All you need is a perfect opportunity. So you wait until it gets to this point, then you place your buy immediately and you take that profit and you're out of the market. Alright guys, so now that you understand how to use this strategy to catch spike, if you found value in this video, do it to like and follow the Daily Forex for more awesome trading tips and strategies. And also join my Telegram community, the Daily Forex on Telegram. On my Telegram community, I show you guys tips, I give you guys free signals, strategy on how to trade, boom and crash indices successfully, right? Check out my Telegram community, the Daily Forex, and also the link is going to be in my description box below. And we also have a VIP section whereby all you do is just relax and wait for my analysis and my signal. Then you take my trade. Immediately I'm taking those trade with you guys. So join my Telegram community, the Daily Forex on Telegram. I'll see you guys there.